Yo, what up, troops? Yo, it's X to the L. Now, this video we're going to talk about, this video is the reasons why you do not call to confirm on dates. All right? Now, let's talk about the reasons why, because when you call back to confirm or to confirm a date or whatever, it's not a good look, guys. But I'm going to give you some scenarios why, I wouldn't do it. I don't think you should do it, okay? So say, for example, now this is all predicated on having a great date. Everything went well. You talked to her. Everything was smooth. She was smiling. You were giggling, back and forth. You guys are having banter and flirting and all this. Great, okay? Now, for women, that's only in the moment. The question becomes, did it carry over to the next visit or the date that you're setting with the woman, okay? Now, we're going to assume that the date you set was set properly, okay? But all of a sudden, she throws out this little, oh, okay, well, call to confirm, okay? That kind of thing, all right? Guys, be careful with call to confirm requests, all right? Be careful with those things, because here's the deal with call to confirm, right? You have a chance. Your chances are 50-50, okay? Any kind of date situation or date setup, your chances are 50-50. She may not. The scales are balanced, okay? Now, if you know you did everything right, and if you're confident, okay, you should be confident, but if you did everything right, okay, you have to trust your instincts that you did everything right, because you know what you're doing at this point, okay? So, however, if she says, call to confirm, and you go, okay, no problem, you just failed, you screwed yourself, because you agreed, you amended the agreement, and you said you would call her, okay? You got to do that. Now, if you don't call the day of, you broke the contract, okay? You agreed to call her. That's why you don't do it, okay? If she says, call to confirm, you go, oh, wait, okay, so let's, what part didn't you get? Or, okay, so-and-so, repeat the date and time with her and the place, all right? So you do it that way, and then you walk off. But if you go, yeah, no problem, especially with pretty girls, she say, oh, call to confirm. You go, okay, yeah, because you're so busy saying yes and yeah, and oh, yeah, yo, me, yeah, I was doing that before, yeah. And she throws in a little, call to confirm. You go, yeah. And she walks off. You go, that was great, but you agreed to call her. And see, now you're not the man of your word if you don't do it, okay? That's why she won't show up, because you're supposed to call and confirm you didn't do it, okay? Whether she likes you or not, guys, if you said you were going to call, you agreed to call to confirm, and you didn't call her like you said you would, she shouldn't show up. And you're there saying, how come she didn't show up? You forget the part that you agreed to call her first. That's why you don't agree to it, okay? Always assume she'll be there. Got it? So let's say, for example, she called to confirm, it was clear, okay, and she's supposed to meet you on this date or whatever. Now, the reason why you don't agree to call and confirms are a few reasons why you don't do it, okay? If the scales are balanced, when you call her, you're going to tip those scales right away. If you're even in the scales, 50-50 chance of being there or not, by you calling her, you're going to lose some of her interest. I know, she said, call, I want you to call me, this and that. But what women want, what they say they want, and what they respond to emotionally are totally different, okay? It's almost the opposite, okay? But you don't, in most cases. But this case right here, she said she wants you to call, and you didn't do it, okay? You shouldn't do it. But if you did, all right, you screwed up, okay? I'm going to tell you again, I'm going to say it again in this video, don't call to confirm dates. It should be already confirmed the day you spoke to her. You don't need to reconfirm the confirmation you confirmed already. You understand? So don't do it. You were clear in your intent. If you was clear with her and she got the message, that's it. That's all there is to it, okay? Now, you took the scales the wrong way when you call her, okay? So Here's why I don't want you doing that, okay? Like I said, the number one, though, I'm going to put this number one, it's the biggest one, compliance, okay? She wants to see if you're going to be compliant to her, okay? If you do this, you're going to shift the narrative from male to female interaction. The dynamic's going to change because she's taking charge now. Do this, do that, and you follow. She's leading the interaction by having you call her, and you follow and you do it. That's a compliance test. Got it? It's almost a shit test. Okay? Some women use it different ways. A woman that's insecure will use that for you to validate and cause you to chase her. Because if you're calling her to see if she's going to be there, this and that, now you've created the chase momentum. You get it? Call me to confirm, and the day of, you call to confirm. Hey, are you going to be there? I'm hoping to see you. Yeah, I'll be there. I'll see you later. Boom. Now you're chasing. The phone calls start with you now. You're starting to follow with the chasing. She feels chased. She feels desired, okay? If she likes you, she'll still show up. She may not, you do that calling shit, she might go, nah, you know what? I really can't right now. I'm so sick. I don't feel good. And you go, oh, you don't feel, okay, well, maybe, okay. If she didn't feel good, she would have called you before that if she would really want to see you. You know, she would have called you the morning of. She didn't just get sick just that second. Or she would have called you just that second. You know what I mean? So, it's a little bit of bullshit. Now, also with compliance, because compliance is twofold, okay? Compliance, she also now, with compliance, in the positive way, I've had this done to me, and it's done with hot chicks. These women, 9s and 10s will do this, guys, okay? Here's the deal. Now, this is all assuming that the date went well, and she wants to see you. The scales are this way, they're 50-50, so she could be there, she may not be there. So the scales are balanced, okay? You still go on the date. You said everything right, you did the right thing, you set the scales right, so you go. With the compliance, a little different. The compliance, I still go because if I know I did everything right on my part, I set it up right, I created the right space, I used my system perfectly, okay? The odds of her not showing up are a little less, okay? Odds of her showing up to see me is a little more than 50%, okay? I can tell by her IOIs, her body language, her cues that she's sending me, her kinesthetic interplay with me, her emotions. I'm gonna raise the level high enough while I'm there on the spot to even know that she'll show up. If not, something has to really happen to take me out of the frame because I'm still new to her. I'm still a stranger, okay? But all things being considered, it looks good on my behalf. I can't control the outcome. I can control what I do in that moment. That's why I still go. And I'll get to that later on, why you should still go, okay? But doing everything right, I go there, boom, she doesn't show up, I'll tell you what you gotta do in that part. Just hang on for that one. But it's a compliance test. Pretty girls do that. Why do they do that? Because most guys are afraid to disappoint the woman. They're afraid to upset her. So let me do what she says because I don't want her mad. I want her to show up, okay? Pretty women know that most guys will call her when she says call. They ain't gonna say, no, I'm not gonna call you. They go, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll call you on the day of. Because that's what weak guys do, okay? Beta males will do that. Beta males will absolutely call the girl the day of to make sure she's there. Why? To make her feel comfortable, to make sure they're comfortable, all right? And to see if she still likes them. So all these things fall in the beta male frame set. So she's trying to put you in that beta male box, okay? Don't get in that box. Don't do it, all right? Know within yourself you are good enough to create the date and the environment and the moment, all right? So now, number one, let's go to another one now. After compliance, because most guys, like I said, a weak guy with a pretty girl, they'll do it. They'll call her, especially the high-end bosses and all that. They'll fall like a ton of bricks. They're like a cheap chair. They'll fall apart. She says, call them. Oh, yes, I'll make sure. I'll ensure. I'll make sure I read comfort. So they're used to women. Women like this are used to beta males calling them to confirm. Whether the women knows about their beta males, they know they're weak to some degree, but they think, even guys like, for example, like doctors and lawyers and these guys in high positions, call these girls to make sure they're going to be there, that's a bit of insecurity on their part. Got it? So women that are high status are used to guys calling because they're not sure of they're so beautiful, it gives the guy doubt. So when you do call, I don't care if you're a doctor or whatever, and you call, you're just going to lower your status. You're going to say, okay, he's going to chase and follow me now. So you're going to spend the whole fucking night trying to please her. It gives you a pleaser mindset. Let's move on real quick. So this makes you show up in the following ways. Insecure, like I said. Weak. Okay? Because now you're hoping that she'll come see you and meet up with you. Your hopes is that she's going to be there and not flake on you or not cancel. Your fears are canceling on you because you're weak. Okay? She's controlling the narrative. The dynamic has been switched to a different polarity. Now she's the one leading the dance. And you're chasing and following, which is what she wanted you to do anyway. She'll get a meal, whatever. It's not going to make her happy or attracted to you. It's not going to raise her attraction at all. Not one iota. Because you're now because your weakness, that's all she needs to know is you're weak. Chances are she's probably going to cancel. If she got nothing better to do, she's going to take you out an expensive dinner. If you're a doctor, lawyer, these tie-in functional betas, she'll go on a date to eat. I'm not feeling sexy right now. I'm going to go out, though. I'm not feeling sexy, though. I'm going to go out. So she'll go. Or she'll cancel. And now you're chasing for real. Can we do another day? What day are you free now? Can we? Oh, I don't know. I'll have to get back to you, So, and then, okay, click. Chasing the validation. You don't feel that weak shit right there. See, it all rolls in. And now you're chasing her. She set the frame and you're screwed. All right? Because it'll never be enough. So it costs you a lot of money, too, if she's really hot. Hot girls get passes, guys. Hot girls get it. They've done it before. This ain't the first rodeo, all right? So they get it. So don't be that guy. Don't fall into this fray right here, all right? Okay, also, by calling this woman or calling a female to confirm, it's going to cause you to lose confidence in yourself, okay? You may feel confident. I'm calling to check on her, make sure she's there on time. I'm calling because I know I'm good. But how she reads it ain't the same. It comes off as lack of confidence, self-doubting, okay? You're unsure of yourself because, you don't think you're enough for her, okay? Or she should be with you because she's not your equal. You're not equal to her. She's above you. You're out of your league with her. Got it? So that kills your confidence. You don't look confident when you do call, or when you don't call, you look confident. Confident guys know she's going to be there. I'm chilling. I'll see you there. I'll see you at 4 o'clock. Perfect example. And having confidence, again, you'll pass the compliance as well, because the compliance test, when you don't call, like I've had this happen to me with compliance, because a lot of times, especially with the 9s and 10s, I don't call to confirm anyway. I don't need to, all right? I go there, and if she shows, because chances are, I says, oh, how come this guy didn't fucking show up? How come he didn't call me? How come you didn't call the check? She'll show up. Most times, because it's different. Okay, he didn't need to show up. Okay, I already made it clear that I was going to be there. We're going to meet certain time, blah, 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 blah. She verified that by saying, okay, yes. Okay, so there's a way to get her to do that, and I'll explain that later. But she does, chances are, because I know the IOIs and the cues that I'm looking for, and I have a checklist. And when they go through that list, I know that she's going to chances of her being there are much higher, okay? They're already high to begin with. Don't forget, guys. They're already high to begin with, but when you do the weak shit, it tips the scales, okay? By calling her, it's going to show your lack of confidence. It's going to show your weakness. By calling her, it's going to also show that you're needy. It's going to come off needy, okay? You're calling her because you're anxious. You have anxiety. You can't stand to be on the hook all this time until the date. So all this time you're waiting for this date. You've been anxious. Okay, now you need reassurance on the day of. Because make me feel secure. You want to feel secure. And you call her. Okay, so don't do these things, guys. Okay, it can't end well for you when you do it. If you're a beta and the girl likes beta men, she's got she has more masculinity in her. She may appreciate you. She may show up when you call her. But don't forget, she's going to also have more demands and be more bossy because you didn't control the frame to begin with. You see what I'm saying? You lost your dynamic with her. So she'll say, oh, with this guy, my role is to be a little more bossy. Instead of being 20% masculine, I got to be 30% for this guy. And you will say, she's a little bossy, but I'm going to let her have her way. I'm going to fall back a little bit and see what she does or whatever. Now you've given up your 30%, you're from 20% feminine to 30% feminine. You increase your femininity when you do that because she's increasing her masculinity by being bossy. Got it? You don't want to be in that position, guys. You don't. Okay? That's why you hold you fucking hold your chin up and hold your balls in your hand and you don't call them. She's there, whatever. You're not there for the outcome. The outcome is your fucking growth. You got to grow from these experiences, man. You got to grow. That's why when I'm out there in these fields, you got to grow from this stuff. That's how you're gonna learn it. Not sitting down here, okay? You're not gonna learn it that way. So you show up anyway in lieu of all that, no matter how it looks. All right, so it's only gonna boost your skills up that much more because you're gonna sit back. You go to a restaurant, a bar. Your goal, when I go out with the sense that let's see what this goes, see how it goes. I know everything went checked out pretty good. I know my list was checked off pretty nice. Okay, I followed the systems perfectly. I know what I'm doing. Let's see how it goes. Now, for example, look at my video on. I've dated a girl that was, again, most of the girls I talk to, they're a lot of them lately, like past few years, are more high-end, more alpha, whatever. See, as you grow better, you want more. You understand? You start weeding out people. They don't look the same anymore because when you're growing on the inside, you're not going to take anything. You're not going to settle for anything because you don't want that. Okay? You can't really see. When you go out, you don't see many people on where you want them to be at. You see a lot of stuff that you did before. That's old news. You're like, I know what that's about. But you want something different. You want better because you do better, and you should. Okay? You got to be growing in all aspects of your life: business, social, relationships, choices. Okay? So, what I do when I do go out, say for example, the girl doesn't show up, whatever reason, they don't show up. Chances are, in a lot of cases, when you do this stuff right, guys, you got more than 50% chance. You got 51%, 52% of them showing up. Okay? Because you kind of have an eye, you kind of feel it out. When they're full of shit, you can pretty much feel it at some point. You go, this is full of shit. Okay? But the way I set it up, and they commit to it. Okay? So that's the thing. But you don't want to be calling and checking and chasing on them. They want you to chase and comply. Then they're pissed off because you did what they want. What you did, what they wanted you to do. They pissed them off. It's how it's female nature, man. That's just how they are. A lot of girls do it on accident. They don't do it on purpose. They want to feel desired. They want guys to chase them, and when you do, they don't want you. Voila. Okay, Mother Nature. So let's go on. Now, what you do is when you do set a date with a woman, okay. If she says, like I said, if she says call to comply, call to confirm, whatever, that's the time you verify on the spot. Because if she says it when she says it nonchalantly, that's like a maybe date. Okay, call to confirm. Yeah, call to confirm. If she doesn't look you in the eyes and tell you to call to confirm, you gotta make sure that your message is clear. That's the chance. When she says call to confirm that one point in time on the spot. That's the one chance you have to fix the shit. Okay? If you don't and let it go, say, okay, no problem, you signed the contract. Not her fault now. Now you're obligated to do it. Like, oh, fuck, I got to call to confirm now. She may go out with you because you called and used the man of your word. Boom, boom, boom. But you do call, you still go out with her, it still lowers your attraction with her. It still lowers her attraction to you. Okay? It lowers it just a little bit because you're nice. Good. He's a good-looking guy. He's handsome, but he's nice. He's nice. Nothing wrong with being nice, guys. But she now feels that there's gonna be times where she has to call the shots, and she can't be fully feminine if she got to call the shots. Okay, doesn't mean you boss her around and shit, but she needs someone that's gonna lead the dance, lead the frame, and hey, let's boom. I'm going here. Meet me here. I'm inviting her. You invite women to dates. You don't take them on a date. You invite them. So you get to know them. Then it's different. But that's the gist of it right there, guys. So simply, Don't call to confirm. Get the confirmation on the spot. If you get it on the spot, there's no need to keep calling back and forth. However, let her know if there's a problem, I'll give you a call. That's what you gotta say. If there's a problem, I'll give you a call. You know, hey, if I get this my system block right here, my system. Now, if you get there before I do, and I'm late, I owe you drinks. Drinks on me. That's what you gotta say. Or I'll pay the bill. Or you just pay the tips. If I get there on time, I'll cover the bill. You pay the tip. Okay. If she gets there before me and I'm late, you know, you run that line down to her. Okay. And you do it. You hold your end up. You pay. If you're late, you pay. Guys, don't be late. Okay. Don't be late to the date. Why? Because if you set a date, you have to be there and show up first. You gotta be there. If you're not gonna be there, you gotta call her. Period. Don't have her hanging out there in limbo. You have to call. If you're gonna be a minute late, you better call her ahead of time. Before that minute, call her. All right? Because if you're ever late, she's gonna give you hell for it, and you're not gonna win that. And then your date, that date's gonna be horrible. You're gonna kill the date. Period. Okay? Women are more understanding if they know ahead of time. At least he called me before I was just standing there waiting. Okay? So do that. Just that's integrity on your part. Okay, that's your integrity part. Okay? So this is assuming the date's gonna go well. She wants to go on a date, but when you fucking call her, you kill it. All right? So don't kill the moment, man. Hold your frame. Be clear in setting your dates. All right? Yo, like, subscribe, comment below. Live your best life. It's your first time signing up or checking this video out. Subscribe below. Let me know you're in there. All right? Yo, XL, and I'm out.